dear Pisces, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of February with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there is a reading up, your love life, 3 months from now, for the full members to this channel. And the new life that is calling me is up for all the members. We will reveal what you have to look forward to in early 2022. Extended and full members can also order readings from me with a 30% discount. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for January to get a context, and this is the prediction for February. And I will start reading your cards using the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. When I open your deck here, I see the Queen of Swords together with the Knight of Swords. So this is someone that's pretty convinced that they are right and might act cutting with their words and a little bit malicious to their opponent. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have 8 of coins with the 9 of Wands in the reversed and the Queen of Swords in the reversed. It might be that you have become very judgmental towards a person because while they did the best they could, that wasn't good enough for you. Okay, the Knight of Wands can also be like a player kind of person, still wanting love, you know, but not being able to take responsibility or commit. So I called for archangels in the 4 corners of the world. So no relationship being able to be built, or no foundation for the relationship. So it seems to have pissed you off that you weren't able to build a foundation for the relationship with this irresponsible person, even though they did the best they could. Okay, so 6 elements, and here we have the 8 of Cups with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So both leaving the love that you felt behind and being pretty darn angry in the same time, or you know, it's a good defense though, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. It means that probably not going to be fooled again, okay, not going to buy into that crap again, but I will see. So, 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. So, I want my dear Pisces to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I'm also going to tune in here for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in February. So, this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have a 9 of Cups, which is Pisces. So it shows that you're focusing on self-worth, self-love, doing the things that makes you happy, caring for yourself, building on your foundation. Okay, and this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the Queen of Swords. So you just need the Queen of Swords whenever someone is not living up to your expectations, or when they are not being able to take responsibility, or when they lie to you, or whatever they did. But in other cases, it seems like you can start to relax and, you know, start to enjoy your life and not have to go around being angry with them, or remember to be angry with them, because remembering to be angry with them also puts you in a irritable state. So it's better to relax and try and focus on your own life. So this is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with that person. This is what's on their mind with you. Your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for February, and their behaviors and attitudes, which came with the extra card there. So this is the situation, and we have the Strength card here. So being strong enough to do the thing that is good and right, instead of maybe being codependent to someone that aren't are anyway going to disappoint both you and themselves over and over, it seems. But this card comes with a certain amount of unconditional love. It means that we don't have to be angry, we don't have to be bitter, we don't have to hate them. We can just have, we know ourselves, we are authentic with ourselves. So we don't just become soft on them and suddenly agree with being treated in the way that we weren't appreciative of being treated in the past. So we won't give in and, have another round. As long as we are angry and irritated, we can remember to stay angry and irritated and say no. But here it's some other quality has come in, like a more spiritual quality with you, your soul's quality. Here we have what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. It's the 9 of coins in the reverse. So it's almost as if thinking of them putting you out of balance. We had the beautiful 9 of cups here, but here we have the 9 of coins in the reversed. So thinking of them seems to bring you out of balance. Taking care of yourself, loving yourself brings you into balance. And here we have what's on their mind with you. And we can see that they interpret you as a little bit bitchy, witchy quality. But it's just you're trying to protect yourself from having another go, or, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result and then being disappointed. You don't feel like you want to waste more time. So you don't even want to waste time thinking of this person because it throws you out of balance. And this is the bond between you two. So it's a strong magnetic pull here towards this person, or between you and this person. 8 is also connected to the 8th strength card there. And here we have the Fool in the reversed. So it seems as soon you relax and, start to forgive and forget, it becomes the emphasis on forgetting, and you're a little bit more unstable. As soon as you start to think of them, you might start to long for them as well and wants to reach out or couple up with them again. Okay, and this is their behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Knight of coins in the reverse. So I think your previous behavior with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords has put them off a little bit, and it might be that you're starting to miss their attention, or the attention that they gave you, but here it seems as if they don't want to give you any more attention. So it's tricky. It's like this balance act. First you can be super mad at someone and told them off and like, please go away, I don't ever want to see you again. And eventually they actually follow on to that, and okay, so I believe in you, you don't want to see me again, and they go off and we don't see them again, and then we start missing them. So that's kind of what I'm seeing a little bit here. But they have understood what you said, and they are not going to reach out. It's Taurus, Aries energy is pretty stubborn. So I want to see their intentions here. Karmic relationship. So they also understand this, with that it's an ongoing cycle, like same insane cycle again and again. Palm tree. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. I think they are still connected with you, still feel like your relationship is at least ongoing on a 5D level, but they don't want to engage due to you really saying no in the past with strength. So this is your intentions, both, and ascending. So you want to ascend from this heavy, dense, repeating energy to something more beautiful, something more lighthearted, something more fun, something more, that really makes both people happy, and that's not a big burden to everyone in the relationship. So that's not strange at all. So your intention is to transcend love into something that's not giving you headache. And they have realized they give you a headache, so they try to stay away, but they can't help but still feel very connected to you and unable probably to move on. They stay away, but they don't move on either. Okay, so this is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have judgment, which kind of points to reconciliation, but it's also judgment. So you probably feel the pull towards reconciling with this person, but in the same time, you know the problems. You don't want to do the same mistakes again. So you're probably a little bit torn, and you might be very like you have a rule book for how you want this other person to behave. And this is their behaviors and attitudes, and we have a page of wands in reverse. So they are not going to apply to these rules that you are giving to them. And then we have this Aries Emperor also. I think they have been in a more lighthearted mood before. They're starting to get more stubborn, whilst maybe you are starting to figure out ways which you could be together. You're trying to, like, if we follow these rules, if we do like this, if we agree on talking to each other like this. So at the same time, when they are starting to drift away, you starting to become more intrigued by the relationship and want it more again. So I want to see a little bit more what's behind this stubbornness. I was lost. I played you. Okay. So I think that they are putting up some kind of mask. They probably played you. I feel like this has been a back and forth. When you were in the relationship, they were lost and they played you. Okay, they acted in ways that made you super pissed with them and upset. And then you had this Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords behavior, cutting them off on every angle. While I feel with the Eight of Coins that we saw and the Knight of Wands in reversed, that they tried to fix the relationship. And now they are back to square one, where they decide, okay, I was probably never serious with you anyway. I was lost at that time. This was probably not a real relationship. But we still have this this kind of constellation, which shows that the person is kind of interweaving together with you, but they try to take a distance from you. I love someone else. It's very possible that they have met someone else. I haven't seen that so far, but they probably want to, as you want here. You have probably persuaded them. You might have said, we should really meet other people. We shouldn't be together. It's a bad idea. We are a bad match. And I think they have taken you in on that, and you have persuaded them. And I will never come back. I have father issues, father, the emperor here. So it seems as if they have decided to really read into your words and trust you on that, and to stay away. But I'm not seeing they're going away. I'm seeing they're staying, but refusing to talk to you, basically, or refusing to reach out. And this is you. They have mother issues. They have father issues. You have mother issues. Everything reminds me of you. It's what I felt here with the Nine of Coins. You're trying to focus on yourself, but then, oh, if this person would have been here, we could have done this together. Oh, it would be fun to tell this to this person. And it makes you... I think that with mother issues, it's a disconnectedness from the universal love. So it means that you never felt really loved, taken care of, appreciated. You didn't get your needs met. With the father issues, it might be more of an issue of power and control, wanting to not be humiliated, don't want to go down on the knees for anyone, and to be indestructible a little bit, and not freedom loving. But we don't see any freedom with this person. They're just stuck here acting like they want freedom. So they played you and you used them as supply. That's probably true, because sometimes we can take a person that doesn't have good qualities to be a good lover, and try to force them to love us, because you're trying to take the unloving mother aspect and make that aspect love you. So the part of like the shadow of the mother, the cold mother, the mother that didn't care, or that was selfish or narcissistic. And if you have in any kind of way experience that, it doesn't have to be in a mother, it can be in any kind of person. So if your father didn't love you, you still will get mother issues, because it's the caring, the nurturing side of the father that you didn't get. And father issues, it's not getting guided by your father in a loving way, but actually, numbing you, making you less of like a human and more of a disconnected person. And we can see, I was lost, I played you. So they felt like they were in the relationship to use and abuse you, but in the same time they say, I was lost. And we can see here that they are very, like with these cards, they're very stuck on you. But here, I love someone else. They probably want to move on to someone else or find someone else. And I was scared of trusting you. This is you. You also looked probably for a reason to not trust them. And you looked for, tendencies that, they did this. This means that they don't love me. Or, they said that. Or they didn't come. Or they did do that. And you have always read into that as you couldn't trust them. And that probably built also on this dynamic where they, in the foundation of father issues, not being able to take responsibility, because the father is supposed to be super responsible and take care of everyone. And if we have father issues, we have an issue of a father that didn't take responsibility, and therefore we are also unable to take responsibility. It can sometimes be in the other way around. We have someone that, hovered over us too much, and we become irresponsible as a rebelling. So this is the outcome, and we have justice in the reverse. So it seems like these karmic issues can't be really solved by you in this point in time. We have this 11, 1 plus 1, 2, and we have the 2 here with the judgment, 2 plus 0, 2. So it kind of shows that the divine is a little bit on your side here, backing you up in some way. I will try to understand it a little bit better. So we have death in the reverse and this peacock. So it's this person's stubbornness or unavailability to look deeper into themselves and find out why they have the aversions towards responsibility, why they have the aversions towards real love, to real commitment, to being there for you, to be loyal towards you, to not betray you. It has something to do with like a hollow self-esteem. You get self-esteem from, running, being really fast, or being strong, or being able to humiliate other people with your words, and you get this inflated ego. This person needs to go through a transformation, but they refuse to, it seems. So the divine is on your side, but there's really no talking to this person at this point in time. So we'll see if we can get some development out of them, so your karma can be revealed. It seems as if you know something that they don't know, and that their heart is in this box here, locked in, and you could tell them all the ways how to, connect with their heart, but they don't want to listen to you, because it's a little bit nerdy quality to you here, and it's like a person that knows everything. If you ask them something, they will, tell you a whole book. And it can be too much for people that wants to stay disconnected, to be showered with this kind of knowledge. So it might be, for example, that you have tried to help them to grow spiritually, or to heal their inner child, or to learn to take responsibility, and they felt heavy just listening to you. As the biggest library, if it's in disorder, it's not as useful as a small but well-arranged one. So you may accumulate a vast amount of knowledge, but it will be of far less value than a much smaller amount if you have not thought it over for yourself. So it's about not overwhelming your students with information, but giving them, short, snappy, colorful deliveries of truth, and like in the right time to almost, like wake them up to reality by saying something that's a little bit ironic, it's a little bit smart, it's a little bit fun. So that's the better way to maybe wake someone up than being really angry with them and dictating how they should behave and how could you do this awful thing to me. It would have been, and it will be better if you can do this in some smarter way than becoming like the nagging mother that's telling our children that they did wrong. It's better to, have a discussion and educate. And just how would you feel if someone, did you like this? If your friend came and they didn't, you can a little bit be more, you can help people be more teachable by being a better teacher. And then we have this 31. So it's a little bit either or with you. Like either you are very nice and you don't teach them at all, or you get super pissed and there's a lot of teaching coming out. So every relationship between two individuals or two groups will be characterized by the ratio of secrecy that's involved in it. So I'm feeling that there's a level of withholding information from this person while you are overwhelming with information. So this person is keeping power by keeping certain things hidden and not revealing it to you. And your power lies within kind of telling people a little bit what they did wrong, I guess. Okay, I will continue reading here. To achieve self-interest or this, to achieve either, no, I read from the beginning. From the clandestine world of espionage to the privacy of our own personal inner thought, we attempt to keep our own secrets but seek those of others. Any sharing of such confidentialities requires a demonstration of trust, whether it's between nations, cooperation, or intimate family and friends. In the context of human relationships or curiosity or need to know, maybe for self-interest or a desire to help others. To achieve either will require a key that is in turn provides access to this information we seek. So if you at some point when this person is less stubborn wants to continue this relationship and come with this, there's some kind of information here that has to do with this karmic situation, that you could heal this karma and you want to be released from the karma and they probably want to be released from the karma. And I think you need to be less book smart and more like socially skilled. Be able to, talk to a person in a way that makes them trust you and reveal themselves to you. If you are angry with them, bitter, shouting at them, calling them names, or telling them that they are worthless, it's not going to be a good ground for them opening up and starting to be vulnerable, because that's what they need. They need to become vulnerable in front of you so that they can start to heal, and you can build an intimate relationship because they trust you and you trust them. So to build this two-way street of trust, you need to be a better teacher. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing you getting a real chance of doing this in February, but I'm seeing the divine wants you to open your eyes to the fact that this relationship might be important, and what you have to learn to this person is important, but also what you can learn about how to communicate your knowledge to other people in a way that's more digestible, that doesn't make them go into a defensive position, but actually starts to trust you more and more. So it's about showing, like giving them examples, showing them the reality, talking about consequences, talking about emotions, so they get over to your side instead of becoming in defense because of your accusations. Okay. So I would urge you to watch what do they want to happen to get more information about this situation, and particularly this person's feelings, because it seems like they are like a floating cloud above your head, and, you know, they're deciding not to talk to you and to have this, you know, other ideas of what they would do instead, but still hovering over you as this dark cloud. So it can be interesting. Or the true thoughts and feelings to learn more about their plans. At my first channel page, you will find a playlist for your astrological sign where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay healthy. Bye-bye.